Ryder Harrington had built his empire from the ground up, a self-made titan in the cutthroat world of New York real estate. At 35, he was the CEO of Harrington Developments, a company that reshaped skylines and crushed competitors without a second thought. His office on the 50th floor of a gleaming midtown tower was a testament to his power. Walls lined with awards, a desk carved from imported mahogany, and a view that made lesser men feel small. But power had a way of twisting the soul, and Ryder's was coiled tight like a spring ready to snap. Alex Thompson started as just another intern, fresh out of NYU with a business degree and dreams bigger than his Brooklyn apartment. He was 24, with messy brown hair that always seemed to fall into his green eyes, and a quiet determination that caught Ryder's attention during a late-night strategy session. "You're not like the others," Ryder had said, leaning back in his chair, appraising Alex like a piece of property. "You don't flinch when I yell. Stay late tonight, we've got work to do." What began as mentorship quickly morphed into something darker. Ryder demanded excellence, but his methods were brutal. Late nights turned into all-nighters, where he'd bark orders and belittle mistakes. Alex absorbed it all, his resilience masking the bruises to his pride. One evening, after a deal fell through due to a minor error in the projections, Alex's error, Ryder exploded. "You think you can fuck this up and walk away? Kneel and apologize like you mean it." Alex hesitated, but the fear of unemployment in a city that ate the weak alive made him comply. On his knees, he muttered apologies, his cheeks burning. Ryder watched, a thrill of dominance coursing through him. It wasn't sexual, not yet, but it was control, pure and intoxicating. As weeks turned to months, Alex became indispensable. He anticipated Ryder's needs, from coffee preferences to negotiation tactics. Ryder promoted him to personal assistant, pulling him into the inner circle. But the power imbalance festered. Ryder's temper flared often, and Alex bore the brunt. "You're nothing without me," Ryder would say, his voice laced with venom during heated arguments. Yet, in quieter moments, there were glimpses of something else. Ryder's hand lingering on Alex's shoulder, a shared laugh over a successful pitch. Alex chalked it up to professional camaraderie, ignoring the flutter in his chest. The turning point came during a business trip to Chicago. Holed up in a luxury suite after sealing a multimillion-dollar contract, Ryder uncorked a bottle of scotch. "To us," he toasted, clinking glasses with Alex. The alcohol loosened tongues, and soon they were talking about everything. Ryder's absent father, Alex's coming out in high school. "I envy you," Ryder admitted, his eyes glassy. "Being open like that. I buried that part of me years ago." Alex's heart raced. "Buried? You mean?" Ryder leaned in, their faces inches apart. The kiss was sudden, fueled by liquor and unspoken tension. It was rough at first, Ryder's hands gripping Alex's shirt like he was claiming territory. But as Alex responded, it softened into something real, vulnerable. They tumbled into bed, bodies entwining in a frenzy of discovery. For Ryder, it was a revelation. He'd hidden his attraction to men behind layers of machismo and success. For Alex, it was a spark that ignited feelings he tried to suppress, knowing the risks of falling for his boss. Back in New York, the affair blossomed in secret. Stolen moments in the office after hours, weekends at Ryder's Hamptons retreat. Ryder was tender in private, whispering endearments that contrasted his public persona. "You're the only one who sees me," he'd say, tracing Alex's jawline. Alex fell hard, his loyalty deepening into love. But cracks appeared. Ryder's fear of exposure made him paranoid. "No one can know," he'd insist, pulling away in public. Alex nodded, but the secrecy gnawed at him. Then came the betrayal. A rival firm, Sterling Properties, poached one of Harrington's top clients. Ryder blamed Alex for not catching the leak. In a rage-fueled boardroom meeting, he humiliated him in front of executives. "You're fired. Get out." Alex stood, eyes wide with shock. "Ryder, please. Out." Ryder roared, his face twisted in fury. Alex left, heartbroken, the door slamming like a final nail in their coffin. That night, alone in his penthouse, Ryder drowned his regrets in whiskey. He hadn't meant it, not really, but pride stopped him from calling. Weeks passed, Alex vanishing into the city. Ryder threw himself into work, but the void grew. Rumors surfaced. Alex had joined Sterling, using insider knowledge to undermine Harrington. Ryder seethed, seeing it as revenge. That traitor, he muttered, plotting retaliation. He leaked stories to the press, painting Alex as disloyal. The real estate world buzzed, and Alex's reputation suffered. But deep down, Ryder knew it was his fault. He'd pushed Alex away. One rainy afternoon, Ryder spotted Alex in a coffee shop near Bryant Park. Their eyes met, and time froze. Alex looked weary, circles under his eyes. Ryder approached, heart pounding. "Alex, save it." Alex cut him off, voice cold. "You destroyed me." He walked out, leaving Ryder in the downpour, the first seeds of remorse taking root. As Harrington teetered on the edge of collapse from the fallout, Ryder realized the Empire meant nothing without Alex. He began a quiet quest for redemption, starting with anonymous apologies through mutual friends. But Alex ignored them, building his own life at Sterling, dating casually to forget. The conflict escalated when a major project, a luxury tower in Manhattan, pitted Harrington against Sterling. Ryder pulled strings, undercutting bids with ruthless tactics. Alex, now a rising star, fought back, exposing Ryder's past aggressions in industry circles. Whispers of Ryder's volatility spread, clients defecting. In a heated negotiation, they faced off. "You think you can beat me?" Ryder sneered, masking his pain. "I already have," Alex replied, eyes steady, "by walking away from you." That night, Ryder broke. He drove to Alex's apartment in Brooklyn, knocking until the door opened. "I was wrong," he said, voice cracking. "I love you. Please." Alex stared, torn between anger and lingering affection. "Love? You don't know what that means." But as Ryder poured out his soul, admitting his fears, his buried sexuality, the emptiness without Alex, walls crumbled. They talked till dawn, tears flowing. Forgiveness wasn't immediate, but it began. The weeks following that midnight confession were a whirlwind of tentative reconciliation. Ryder stepped back from the aggressive tactics against Sterling, calling a truce on the tower project. He invited Alex to dinner at a quiet Italian spot in the village, away from prying eyes. "No more hiding," Ryder promised, reaching for Alex's hand across the table. Alex hesitated but intertwined their fingers, a small smile breaking through. Their renewed relationship was cautious, built on therapy sessions Ryder insisted on attending. "I need to fix what's broken in me," he explained during their first joint session. The therapist, a no-nonsense woman in her 50s, dug deep into Ryder's control issues, tracing them to a childhood of neglect. Alex shared his own wounds, the humiliation, the betrayal. It was raw, painful, but healing. Romantic gestures followed. Ryder surprised Alex with tickets to a Broadway show, Hamilton, knowing his love for history. As the lights dimmed, Ryder whispered, "This is us, fighting for something better." Alex leaned into him, the theater's anonymity allowing a stolen kiss. Weekends escaped to the Catskills, where they'd hike trails and make love by firelight. "You're my home," Alex murmured one night, tracing Ryder's chest. But shadows lingered. Ryder's coming out was gradual. He confided in close colleagues, facing mixed reactions. Some applauded his courage, others whispered about conflicts of interest with Alex at a rival firm. The press caught wind, tabloids splashing headlines, "Real estate mogul's secret gay affair rocks industry." Ryder weathered the storm, but Alex bore the brunt, colleagues at Sterling questioning his integrity. Jealousy reared its head when Alex mentioned a work trip with a charismatic coworker, Jordan. "He's just a friend," Alex assured, but Ryder's insecurities flared. "Like I was just your assistant?" he snapped one evening in his penthouse. The argument escalated, old wounds reopening. "You still don't trust me," Alex yelled. "I trust you. I don't trust myself," Ryder admitted, slumping onto the couch. They made up with passionate sex, but the seed of doubt was planted. The high drama peaked at the annual real estate gala in the Waldorf Astoria. Ryder attended solo, as Alex had a prior commitment. Dressed in a tailored tux, Ryder mingled, but his eyes scanned for Alex. When he arrived with Jordan on his arm, platonic, but the optics stung, Ryder's blood boiled. Liquid courage from the open bar led to a confrontation in a dimly lit hallway. What the hell, Alex? Parading him around. Ryder hissed. It's networking, Ryder. Grow up, Alex retorted. Words turned vicious. You're using me to climb the ladder, just like before, Ryder accused, echoing his past paranoia. Alex's face paled. Fuck you. I'm done. He stormed out, leaving Ryder reeling. The betrayal hit harder this time. Ryder drowned in regret, realizing his accusations were projections of his own fears. He tried calling, but Alex blocked him. Days blurred into misery. Harrington's stocks dipped as Ryder's focus waned. Desperate, Ryder sought advice from his sister, Elena, in Boston. You pushed him away again, she said over the phone. Show him you're changing. For real. Inspired, Ryder orchestrated a grand gesture. He bought out a small gallery in Chelsea, filling it with photos from their time together. Candid shots Alex didn't know existed. Invitations went out anonymously, but Alex recognized the handwriting. Arriving wary, Alex wandered the exhibits. Images of laughter in the Hamptons, tender moments in the office. At the center, a letter from Ryder. I once made you bow. Now I'm begging for a second chance. I love you, flaws and all. Ryder appeared from the shadows, dropping to one knee. Not with a ring, but vulnerability. Marry me, or just forgive me, whatever you want. Tears streamed down Alex's face. You idiot! He laughed through sobs, pulling Ryder up. They embraced, the gallery echoing with reconciliation. But life wasn't a fairy tale. Post-gala, they navigated therapy more intensely. Ryder stepped down as CEO, appointing a successor to focus on philanthropy, building affordable housing for LGBTQ youth. It's my way of giving back, he told Alex. Alex left Sterling, starting a joint venture with Ryder, a firm blending luxury with social impact. Their love deepened, marked by quiet evenings in their shared brownstone, cooking pasta and debating politics. Yet, conflict simmered. A former flame of Ryder's, Marcus, resurfaced, offering a lucrative partnership that tempted Ryder's ambition. It's just business, Ryder insisted, but late nights with Marcus stirred Alex's jealousy. One evening, Alex confronted him. Is this what you want? Power over us? Ryder paused, then tore up the contract. No, you over everything. Their bond strengthened through trials, a testament to growth. In the heart of America, where dreams clash with reality, they found humanity in each other. As seasons shifted in New York, so did the rhythm of Ryder and Alex's life. Fall brought crisp air and new beginnings. They moved into a cozy townhouse in Greenwich Village, walls adorned with art from emerging queer artists. Mornings started with coffee on the stoop, watching the city awaken. This feels real, Alex said one day, kissing Ryder's temple. But reality bit hard. Ryder's philanthropy work exposed him to stories of struggle. Young men disowned for their sexuality, mirroring his own buried past. It stirred empathy but also guilt. I was part of the problem, he confessed to Alex during a late-night talk. Alex held him, whispering, You're changing that now. Romance flourished in unexpected ways. For Alex's birthday, Ryder planned a scavenger hunt across Manhattan. Clues leading to meaningful spots. Their first kiss hotel, the park where they reconciled. The final stop, a rooftop overlooking the Hudson, with a candlelit dinner. To forever, Ryder toasted, slipping a simple band on Alex's finger. It wasn't marriage, yet but a promise. Tensions arose when Alex's family visited from Ohio. Conservative Midwesterners, they knew about Ryder but struggled with acceptance. Dinner was awkward. Alex's father grilled Ryder on his lifestyle. It's not a choice, Dad, Alex defended. Ryder stayed calm, sharing his journey. By evening's end, a tentative truce formed, but the strain exhausted Alex. I hate seeing you hurt, Ryder said later, massaging Alex's shoulders. It's worth it for us, Alex replied, pulling him close. The climax built subtly, then exploded. A whistleblower at Harrington leaked old emails, Ryder's harsh directives, including the firing incident. The press pounced, Tycoon's toxic past exposed. Ryder's reputation tanked. Donors pulled from his charity. Worse, it dragged Alex in. Assistance, revenge, or romance? Alex stood by him publicly, but privately, doubts crept. Did you ever really change? He asked during a heated argument. I have. For you, Ryder pleaded. But the pressure mounted. Marcus, the ex, exploited the chaos, offering Ryder a bailout with strings attached. A night together. Ryder refused, but a misinterpreted photo from their meeting went viral. Alex saw it, heart-shattering. You bastard, Alex whispered, packing a bag. I trusted you. It's not what it looks like, Ryder begged, but Alex left for a hotel. Alone, Ryder hit rock bottom. He wandered the streets, ending up at the Stonewall Inn, symbol of queer resilience. Sitting on a bench, he reflected on his life, from domineering boss to broken man. I need to earn this, he muttered. Redemption came through action. Ryder held a press conference owning his mistakes. I abused my power, hurt people, especially the man I love. I'm stepping away to make amends. He donated millions to LGBTQ causes, naming Alex as co-founder if he'd return. Alex watched from afar, moved. Friends urged reconciliation. He's trying, Alex. A week later, Alex showed up at the townhouse. I saw the conference. Ryder dropped to his knees, literally. I'm sorry. For everything. I once made you bow. Now I'm the one begging. Please, come home. Alex knelt too, cupping Ryder's face. We're in this together. No more power games. They rebuilt, stronger. Therapy continued. Boundaries set. Ryder mentored young professionals ethically. Alex led community outreach. In a quiet ceremony at City Hall, they married, surrounded by friends and family. Elena officiated, tears in her eyes. You've both grown so much. Honeymoon in Provincetown. Beaches, sunsets, uninhibited love. This is our story, Ryder said, holding Alex as waves crashed. Back home, they faced everyday challenges, work stress, health scares, but with humanity. When Alex's father fell ill, Ryder flew them to Ohio, supporting without fanfare. Family matters, he said simply. Their love, once turbulent, became a beacon. They spoke at events, sharing their journey. From dominance to equality, betrayal to trust. In the end, it was personnel. Two men finding grace in America's melting pot of dreams and flaws. Years passed, etching lines on their faces but deepening their bond. Ryder, now in his 40s, had fully transitioned to philanthropy, his foundation thriving under Alex's operational genius. They adopted a rescue dog, Max, whose joyful barks filled their home. Evenings were spent on the balcony, discussing books or planning trips. Next up, a road trip down Route 66, embracing America's vast heartland. But life threw curveballs. Alex was diagnosed with early-stage lymphoma during a routine checkup. The news hit like a freight train. We'll fight this, Ryder vowed, holding Alex through the shock. Chemotherapy sessions in a sterile Manhattan hospital tested their resilience. Ryder sat by Alex's side, reading aloud from favorite novels, his voice steady despite inner turmoil. Remember Chicago? He'd say, evoking memories to distract from the nausea. Alex smiled weakly. Our first kiss. You were so bossy. I still am, Ryder teased, but his eyes betrayed fear. The illness unearthed old insecurities. Alex worried about burdening Ryder. If it's too much, stop. You're my everything, Ryder interrupted, kissing his forehead. Support poured in. Friends organized meal trains. Elena visited weekly. Ryder's ex-employees, once wary, sent cards, proof of his changed ways. Pivotal moment came mid-treatment. Alex, hairless and frail, looked in the mirror. I feel like nothing. Ryder wrapped arms around him. You're everything to me. Brave, kind. The man who tamed a tyrant. Their intimacy evolved, less physical but profoundly emotional. Cuddles under blankets, sharing dreams. After this, let's renew vows in Vegas, Alex suggested. Deal, Ryder agreed. Recovery was gradual. Remission brought relief, but scars remained. Alex emerged stronger, advocating for cancer awareness in queer communities. Illness doesn't discriminate, he spoke at fundraisers, Ryder beaming proudly. Post-recovery, they tackled unfinished business. Ryder confronted his father, long estranged in Florida. "I forgive you," he said over coffee, releasing decades of resentment. The old man nodded, a small bridge built. Alex's family warmed fully. Holidays in Ohio became tradition, Ryder charming them with stories. The ultimate test, a betrayal from within. A trusted board member at their foundation embezzled funds, framing Alex. Headlines screamed scandal. Ryder's instinct was rage, but he paused. "We'll handle this together." Investigations cleared Alex, exposing the culprit. Ryder testified, calm and factual. Integrity over vengeance. In the aftermath, their love shone. They expanded the foundation, focusing on mental health for LGBTQ professionals, drawing from their trials. On their 10th anniversary, atop the Empire State Building, Ryder knelt again. "From making you bow to bowing to you? Will you keep me forever?" Alex laughed, pulling him up. "Always." The story ended not in fairy tale perfection, but human triumph. In America's land of second chances, Ryder and Alex embodied redemption. From power's corruption to love's grace, betrayals forged them, conflicts refined them, emotions bound them. Their legacy? A world a bit kinder, one act of humility at a time. As they watched the city lights, Ryder whispered, "Thank you for teaching me to kneel." Alex smiled. "We stand together now." And in that, they found eternity.